Chapter 18. And the Lord appeared to Abraham by the oaks of Mamre, as he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, 3 men stood over against him, and when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself to the earth. And said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in your sight, pass not away from your servant. Let a little water be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and strengthen your hearts, and after that go on your way, for you have come to your servant. And they said, Do so as you have said. And Abraham hastened into the tent to Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead, and make cakes. And Abraham ran to the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it to a young man, and he hastened to dress it. And he took butter, and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. And they said to him, Where is Sarah your wife? And he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, I will surely return to you according to the time of life, and behold, Sarah your wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard in the tent door which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah to bear. And Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? And the Lord said to Abraham, Why did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I indeed bear a child, being old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the set time I will return to you according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. And Sarah denied, saying, I laughed not, for she was afraid. And he said, No, but you laughed. And the men rose up from thence, and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to send them on the way. And the Lord said, Shall I hide from Abraham what I do? Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I know him, that he will command his sons and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do righteousness and justice, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken concerning him. And the Lord said, The outcry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and their sin is very grievous. I will go down now, and see whether they have done altogether according to the outcry against them, which is come to me, and if not, I will know. And the men turned their faces from thence, and went toward Sodom. And Abraham stood yet before the Lord. And Abraham drew near, and said, Shall you destroy the righteous with the wicked? Perhaps there are 50 righteous within the city. Will you destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and far be it from you to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, far be it from you. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, I will spare the whole place for their sakes. And Abraham answered, and said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak to my Lord, I who am dust and ashes. Perhaps the 50 righteous shall be wanting 5, will you destroy all the city for 5? And he said, I will not destroy it if I find 45 there. And he spoke to him yet again, and said, Perhaps there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for the 40's sake. And he said, Let not my Lord be angry, and I will speak, perhaps 30 shall be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak to my Lord, perhaps 20 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the 20's sake. And he said, Let not my Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but this once, perhaps 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the 10's sake. And the Lord went his way, as soon as he had left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place.